Hi everyone, welcome to my kitchen. For those of you that haven't been here before, my name's Janice and I'm a Thermomix consultant. And I would like to mention I am a Thermomix consultant, and if you are interested in hosting a demo, because we've got some really great demo host rewards at the moment, if you are interested in hosting a demo or would like to know more information, please send me a message. I can do, even if you don't live in the Clermont area, I can do a virtual demo. I use Zoom, and you could just invite a couple of friends, and I can show you the all the details of the TM6. And as I said, and there's some quite nice host rewards at the moment. So anyway, keep that in mind, and let's crack on. So today we are doing Portuguese style custard tarts. So I've got a couple of sheets of this puff pastry, which is a bit dry around the edges and is all broken. So I've defrosted it and I've pushed it together, and that's ready for when we get to that stage. So it says to preheat the oven to 200 degrees, which I have done. Grease a 12-hole muffin tray and set aside. So I've got the rose gold muffin tray, and that is greased with butter. So half a lemon, zest only, no white pith. Now I always find when you put a full half lemon in, the zest of a full half lemon, it's very zesty. So all I've done is I've just taken a couple of shreds of peel off a lemon, and then I've just filleted it to get all most of the white pith off. 120 grams of white sugar. So we're going to make the custard first. I mean, as with most custards, if that's too much sugar, you can reduce it. I wouldn't with this recipe, I'd leave it, but then again, that's my taste. So, 2 tablespoons of corn flour, oops, good job. So I've got a scoop in there and a thing away. Okay. And now we're going to chop it up, and this will mince up the lemon zest, as well as mixing everything else together, and it'll mill the sugar so it's finer. 98. 20 seconds on speed 9. You can smell the lemons. If you don't like this dusting that's coming out, you can just put a piece of paper towel, lift that lid out, and then lift this out, put the piece of paper towel in and push it back in, and it'll stop the all the dust from coming up from your... Okay, next. Scrape down the sides of the mixing bowl with the spatula. I would have sworn I was organised, but obviously not. So let's see if I can get that. I can see all the little, hang on. I can see all the little bits of lemon in there, but I don't know if you can. I'm trying to see in the, oh yeah. But they're tiny. So now we're going to add an egg. So what I've actually done here is I've mixed in the 2 egg yolks and the one, oh hang on, I'll see, it might be 1 egg and 2 egg yolks. Oh, that's lucky because I mixed them all together. And I was wondering how I was going to separate the egg out. 400 grams of full cream milk. Just make sure that's okay. That's the last of a bottle. Now we're going to cook that. Seven minutes, 90 degrees on speed 4. Rightio. Okay, next we're going to add 2 teaspoons of natural vanilla extract. I'm going to scrape that bowl down. Have a quick look in there. Rightio. We're going to put the lid back on 10 seconds, reverse, and we're just going to combine it. Okay, and now what we're going to do is we're going to pop it into this dish, and we're going to put Glad wrap over it so it stops that skin forming on top. So we're just going to get this and push that down onto the top. I went to boarding school when I was in high school because it was our only choice because we lived remotely. We did distance education for primary school and then we went off to boarding school once we got to high school. And we used to get custard and they used to get a really thick skin on it and we used to call it the flies aerodrome. So, and there were some people that loved it. That's the bit they wanted. And there was some that absolutely hated it. So, rightio, so I'm going to set that aside to cool. Oh, not to cool, just to set it aside for now. And then we'll keep going with this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this, actually no I won't, that'll be noisy. I won't do that. I'll give that a clean up after. So this has got the plastic that's still underneath it. So it says to cut it in half and place one sheet on top of the other. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do that so I can mark the halfway mark. And then place one sheet on top of the other. Okay, I'm going to flip this over so that that sticky side is sticking to that other sticky side, so to the drier side, because it's been sitting out to frosting. And then we're going to, starting at the short edge, rightio, we're going to roll it tightly into a log. Once we get it going, perfect. And then we're going to cut it into 12 pieces. So I'll leave it on this here. So how I usually do it is I usually cut it in half and in half. In half. That'll give us 4. And then if I do 3 for each of these, and I find this gives me the most accurate division. Okay. It's a bit loose in the middle, this one, but I left it out defrosting too long. Probably should have put a wet tea towel, a damp tea towel over the top to stop it drying out so much. Rightio. And now we're going to roll it out on, we probably don't need to get the, what do you call that thing? The Thermomix out. I can probably just do it on this plastic. Right, yeah, let's go. I'll rearrange everything here. I've got my rolling pin. I'm going to roll them out, lay pastry cut side up on a silicone bread mat or lightly floured work surface. This is just the blue plastic that comes in between your pre-rolled puff pastry sheets. And we're going to use a rolling pin, roll each round out to approximately 10 centimetres. See, we got the pastry mat out. It's actually got measurements on it. So we could probably get it more accurate, but anyway. Let's do that. So that the thick ring there is 8, and then the skinnier one here is 12. I'll bring it over and show you. So that one there is 8. And then that one there is 12, so if I go halfway in the middle, that'll be about 10. Oh yeah. not very round. Okay. And then push it into these muffin pans. Rightio. So I'm going to have to be careful I don't get holes. That one's got a couple of holes in it. Like that. Rightio. Let's do it. Rightio. They're a bit rough. But lesson learned. I shouldn't have just left the pastry out. I should have, to defrost, I should have tossed a damp tea towel over the top while it was defrosting. Anyway, there's no holes. That's perfect. Now we're going to divide this custard in between each of these shells. Still quite warm. Beautiful. Rightio. Now we're going to bake it for 20 minutes until browned. So I'll be back once these come out of the oven and we're ready to give them a taste. So I think that's all we do then. Hang on. Yes. It says to, once they come out of the oven, transfer onto a wire baking mat and leave to cool completely before serving. Rightio. I'll be back once we're ready to taste. Rightio, we've got Portuguese custard tarts. Now one of these vanished before they were even warm, before they were even cool. I'll just show you. Got a nice crunchy base. Nice soft custard. I love the super thin pastry and that really delicious custard. Anyway, if you haven't tried this recipe before, I would recommend giving it a go. It's super easy. You don't have to use chocolate puff pastry. You can use the, I don't know what they call it, is it quick puff pastry or rough puff pastry? Quick puff pastry, I don't know, they call it. Yeah, but it's in the basic cookbook. And that one works just as well too. So anyway, if you enjoyed the recipe, anyway, thanks very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up, pop over to my channel and subscribe, and I really hope I'll see you next time.